Welcome back to Two Wide Racing. It is Monday, normally Sunday. I had a little bit of weather. We have the Triple D. We have the Dover, Delaware, DuraMAX Drydene. It's a 4D. It's a Ford quadruple D. That's about as exciting as it was, the name. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a... It wasn't that it was a boring race. It was just kind of a bit ho-hum, I guess.
Yeah, it was our first postponed race of the year, so just having to wait until Monday kind of ruins the vibe.
Yeah.
Not nearly as exciting as it would have been had it happened Sunday.
Right. Kind of takes the wind out of the sails. There's nothing you can really do about it. It turns into noon on a Monday. That's not fun for anybody, really. We managed to catch it and ended up watching the entirety of it, but I know a lot of people at home even couldn't probably watch it or have to watch it later. Spoilers, there was a race.
And you could tell the stands were very full Sunday, but not many people can make it at noon on a Monday, so they were pretty empty when they had the actual race today. Yeah, but anyway, so Chase won his first of the season, his first in almost a year.
Right.
So
shocking.
Yeah, I was happy to see that. He did real well all day, all 2 days.
Yeah, it felt like there was a lot of people in the mix today. The cautions and the way those fell kind of ended up affecting things, but Chase, he kind of dominated the end pretty much. It seemed like. It's been a while. It's interesting to see the guy not win for a while, but felt normal. I guess that's probably good for his confidence. I don't know. I kind of like Chase. I kind of don't. I know you're a Chase fan, but it's good to see him. You know, it's also keeps the tally going of new drivers winning, or different drivers winning, I should say.
Yeah, the 9th different driver this season to win out of 11 races.
Yeah,
so.
That's great.
Yeah.
I saw some random people in the mix too. We saw Stenhouse came home second.
Shocking. Never would have expected that. He did well all day, up there in the top 10, and managed to finish second.
Yeah, wild. It looked like he was going to break the Danica curse.
Yeah.
He's got the Danica curse because he gave her his GoDaddy, and now he can't win races.
Has not won a race since they broke up almost 5 years ago.
Got that voodoo.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he'll turn it around this year. He's doing all right, you know.
There's a chance. Hey, it's like, I'm always excited to see random people come home top 5. It's good. It's just good for disparity and not always the same people, even though same people, but
Yeah, for sure.
Well, one of our other favorite drivers seemed to have something of a good day going, but ended up with a little bit of bad luck.
Yeah, started real strong on Sunday. Denny Hamlin did win the first stage today. Of course, the first stage is cursed. You win the first stage, you're not going to win the race.
Done for.
And immediately after winning the first stage, hit pit row and lost a tire. So, yeah.
Just a string of unfortunate events.
Yeah, his bad luck of the year continues. He managed to recover from losing his tire, got back up to 4th, and then Cody Ware spun out and took Denny with him.
Yeah, he went low. It looked like he should have gone high.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, got caught up in someone else's mess, and just a rough day. Along with Denny, we have Kyle. Had an okay day.
Yeah, I think more than okay. He led over 100 laps. It looked like he really could have won, but unfortunately, he was on pit road towards the end of the race during one of the last cautions. And could not recover. Didn't have enough time left, only about 75 laps. So finished 7th, which not bad, too bad. But
yeah, he just got caught in that last little shuffle. Seemed to mix things up right at the end. There wasn't a late caution either this week, which was weird. Don't know how that is statistically at Dover, but you usually expect one with, it felt like maybe there was 20 or 30 at the end. They got those all in. Speaking of Kyle's, we also saw the wrong Kyle with the performance today. He had a great recovery from spin out. It was a solo spin, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Which was weird. But he did come back and, in true form, brought it home almost top 5.
Yeah.
Regardless. He also had an interesting week out there in the dirt world. He was running the Bristol Dirt was still on the track, so the Outlaws were there. He ran the sprint cars and a late model, and he won the sprint cars. Or no, I'm sorry, he won the late model, and the sprint cars he was second. Mm-hmm. Because he's a maniac, and I can respect that. Obviously, a fan of dirt racing. He also won at Eldora last week, I believe it was, in a late model, which is weird because normally he just drives sprint cars. Mm-hmm. But there is a $1 million race at Eldora this year in the late models, so I think maybe Larson might be gunning for that. I haven't heard anything officially. I think that race is just in a couple weeks, so maybe we'll hear something about that. But, man, it's just crazy how much racing that guy gets in sometimes. One race? No, 2 races in one. How about that? You know, he's just a racer, so... It's good to see, but yeah, he had a pretty solid day. Yet again, when doesn't he finish top 10? Well, most of the time, anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, this race was just kind of an okay race. It didn't play out with a lot of drama or much to get too excited about. The late cautions, a little bit of a tire issues, but nothing really too spicy.
No.
Nothing to really sink our teeth into this week. So, I guess that being said, we can go into diggers. What diggers? How many diggers?
Maybe 2.5.
Yeah, we haven't done a half, but it feels fair. I cut this one right down the middle, 2.5. It wasn't terribly boring. It was just, I had the crap knocked out of it with the weather.
Yeah.
So, from what was left still, it just wasn't terribly exciting.
No, it wasn't. Not terribly dull, but it could have been better.
Right. And, we had some laps knocked out from the day before, but it felt like it went by relatively swiftly, if I could say anything. Yeah, it didn't feel like it dragged on too crazy long, but yeah, 2.5 diggers.
Yeah. And speaking of a little... uneventful paint this week. Mm-hmm. A pretty dull paint week. I don't know if everybody's just holding back for Darlington next week when we'll see a lot of cars shine. But
yeah, we're excited for that. This week, not so much.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of new paint schemes to call out this week.
Right. Probably didn't help our opinion of the race, too.
But surprising us... This week, we're going to give the win to Kevin Harvick in the Hunts Brothers Pizza.
Sure.
Which, you don't see a lot of green cars. I think we have actually seen this car once before this year.
There's been a version of it, or at the very least. And they've been with him for a minute. Mm-hmm. You were saying you never had Hunt Brothers Pizza?
I have never had Hunt Brothers Pizza.
You got to get a hunk of pizza. You got to go to a gas station 20 minutes outside of town. And go there in the morning because they have the breakfast one. It's got the bacon. It's got the cheese. It's delicious.
Okay.
A hunk of pizza.
How does it compare to the Casey's breakfast pizza?
Well, Casey's is uninvolved in NASCAR, so it doesn't count. That's a fan. Everybody else knows about the rural Casey's.
Well, maybe Casey's could step up their sponsorship.
They should, and I would get more pizzas from them. Or just send them here, Casey's. Just send me some supplies. But yeah, it being kind of a lackluster week, Hunt Brothers takes it in the number 1 slot.
Yeah, seems kind of fitting for this race.
Yeah,
actually. And following up right behind, we've got the number 7, Corey LaJoy in the Drydene car.
Yeah,
running the sponsor of the race.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. That seems to be a recurring theme this year, doesn't it?
So I imagine this will just be a one-off for him, but it looked good.
Yeah,
different.
They've it's like a really old company that's been around for like over 100. They do like motor oil and all kinds of things like that. It looks good. It's like a classic old school look. They could have done a little bit more with it, but it was cool. It was nice to see something different, We only get a couple of motor oils a year.
So after that, we really just have to look at repeat paint schemes because we didn't have a lot of fresh paint. So another repeat that we have already commended, but still looks fantastic. Number 2 in that Tron-looking Freightliner.
The Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's futuristic and sci-fi, and it not really what you think of for a cup car, but it works and it's different.
Yeah, it certainly stands out. And, you know, probably going to make our best of the season
for
list.
For sure. And it's got metallic numbers. So.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put that on the list as a repeat. And another one we've got is the 77 Ziegler, the yellow and black.
Blinky don't mess them because they're running 38th. But guess what? They got a good looking race car.
Yeah. And rounding out our list, we got to give credit to Pitbull.
Why not?
On the number 1, promoting his new tour. Missed opportunity. Could have been a much larger picture of Pitbull on that hood.
Yeah, like the big signs people hold up at basketball games and stuff. Like just a big blown out picture of his head on the giant front end of the car. All Pitbull all day.
Yeah, why not? It's nice seeing him perform at the Coliseum.
That's right.
Maybe we'll see him again at another race.
He's in it to win it.
Yeah, may as well promote yourself.
So yeah, it's a weird week.
Yeah. Next week's going to be much better. We've got Darlington. We're going to have all those great throwback schemes.
Well, somebody's got to go to jail first.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Stenhouse did really well. Finished second, but that paint, oh my goodness. I think maybe if he'd had Sunny D this week, he could have broken the Danica curse and possibly won. But that frozen yogurt, no,
it wasn't fun. It wasn't exciting. It didn't even make me want ice cream.
Yeah,
it's just I have no
which is such a huge fail. It's ice cream. It should sell itself. I guess it wasn't really ice cream. Imitation ice cream
or something, but yeah.
Still,
it's just boring as hell.
Yeah, and from a car that usually has better paint.
Yeah, we expect better, more interesting paint schemes, so this one was a letdown. Like always, we've got to hold you to high standards here, so you're not going away for too long, but you got to go to jail for a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully you come back for throwback weekend with some heat, which we think you might. So.
Yep. Definitely got a chance to redeem yourself next week, and we will look forward to all of those paint schemes.
That's right. Hopefully some more interesting ones to talk about, a little bit more interesting racing. Let's hope.
For sure.
Right on. So, yeah, we'll be back at you next week with all the diggers, all the paint, and all the good stuff. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Amen.